We're getting started on the earth bag bottle wall again, which is super exciting.
We don't really have enough bottles to finish the whole section, but we have some, and then we're gonna be working on some other parts of the wall this week.
But we're gonna get more bottles and stuff.
We found a use for these brown bottles too. We just sprayed them red in there because we want to try to utilize all the bottles we have. So we're just gonna put these few on. Since that's all we got. That will get us to about right there, and then we still have that much to do. So as we get more bottles, we'll add more to it.
Well, we may have said some things in our last van episode that came to pass way quicker than we anticipated.
Yeah.
I think what we're gonna do is glue them down as we're clicking them together.
I think that'll help with the squeaking too, the liquid nails.
Yeah, unless the liquid nails breaks up, in which case we may have to redo the floor in the future.
Problem for future Garen and Ellie?
Yeah.
Problem for future Garen and Ellie?
Anticipated.
Yeah, did not see that coming.
No.
We've had this debate on whether to put the mortar down between this bottle layer and the earth bag layer. Each layer is attaching together really well with the mortar. What we finally decided is that we're gonna put a little mortar here, so we're gonna start bagging. So it'll be fun.
Can I stand on it, I wonder?
I feel like you could, but let's not, just in case.
Typically I stand on the building when I bag, and that helps, well, my balance, but also it helps to stuff the dirt in the bag. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna see. I'm just gonna kind of lift this up and see what happens, huh?
Now comes the big stage of this wall. The hit or miss. Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? And that is putting on more bags on top of the bottles.
I think I can just do it in chunks like this. Pack it in as much as I can.
Bryson is not getting up on top of that wall because obviously I don't want to stand on the bottles. So he's having to kind of do this from the side. Good one, Bry.
Yeah. Very so gently, lightly tamped.
Look at that, huh? That's gonna look so fun. Drum roll, huh?
Drum roll, please.
Gingerly. Oh yeah, that looks like it's doing good. Dirt.
Yep, I think we're gonna hold, boys.
Yay! What a steely dealy.
So, our wonderful liquid nails, believe it or not, has popped up. Thinking back on it, we should have known metal expands and contracts differently than wood. So as this fan heated up and cooled down, it simply popped the floor up. At least that's what I think happened.
You ready, Azealia?
Okay, let's go. Headed out to the store and grab some screws.
Do like a decorative rim of screws, maybe?
Yeah, I'll do like the perimeter. I know this floor is supposed to be free floating, but I'm hoping that if we screw it down correctly, it's not gonna buckle on us. Alrighty, kid.
Come on. Ready? Woo! Yay! Hey, Shay. Hello.
She brings bottles.
Oh, love it.
I wasn't sure if the bottles would collapse or something because that's a lot of weight on top of it. They just didn't even move. They're just like, this is where we are now. I'm pretty excited about it so far. It looks great too.
So far, so good.
Got a little ahead of myself.
Mixed way too much for what we needed.
A little too proactive.
Just to use it somewhere.
It went up really nicely. I'm surprised at how well it sticks to the wall.
And as we would expect, we get some cracks in it because mortar's not going to have as much grit in it as stucco.
We deal with cracks all the time. We know how to fix them.
We've worked with all kinds of material from cob, adding cement to the cob. Stucco is used for the outside of the wall. Mortar is obviously used between bricks. It is a really hard material.
We just roll with however it turns out, as long as it's solid on there, not crumbling off. That's the big thing. we can work with it.
Dirt is a resource in the My Little Homestead household. You might sweep it off your floor. We just glue it into our floors.
That's true.
All right, so we got our screws now, but I think I'm gonna start on the floor back here first, getting a sheet of plywood down. I think we're gonna screw that in from underneath the van, and then we'll put the laminate floor on top of that, and I think we'll still do the screws around the outside of the floor.
So we're gonna get the plywood in and then put this laminate floor down and then we'll put screws in all of it.
Yes, that is the plan.
Cool.
This is 3/8. It's a little thinner. That way we're not taking up too much of our head space in there, you know. A little bit here and there. All helps. All right.
Dang.
Pretty close. We need to set the bench in here to make sure that it fits in the notches as well. And notch them back a little bit further, and then we'll just install this piece. Wonder if we should screw this piece down and then cut the other ones?
Yeah, so then we don't have any movement while we're measuring.
Sounds good. I am gonna glue this down as well, but then I'm also gonna run screws up from the bottom, I think. So I just have to drop the spare tire, and then I'll have access to all the sheet metal underneath there and be able to put quite a few screws in this to really keep it held down. That looks good on all the mounts for the seat too, doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks really good. Are you okay there, babe?
I'm being overly dramatic, so you can't tell if it's real or not.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
I'm just gonna kind of go across that line. I didn't see that I already put one there.
So we got some more loop-de-doops to do. Even though he's tamping lightly on the top, we did lose a couple bottles, but it seems to be doing pretty good. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
When we're tamping the bag down on top of it, these bottles, they popped out. Here, they were there, you know, and then we should be able to just mortar back in there, I'm sure.
When we got to the other side, then we started having bottles coming off a lot.
Oh, they're moving.
The one side that we were doing, you had mortared them, and you had mortared that really pretty good.
I'm not seeing how this...
Whoa.
If we went back to the original idea, which was to go 3-3-3, we would not be dealing with this at all. That was a lot of bottles falling out, that one.
Yeah, it was a bit of a bummer.
Okay.
Do something like that, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, why does the van not run anymore? Let's grab the angle grinder, huh? And cut all the scary foot traps out. Alright. Make sure I didn't miss any. I think we're good.
Nice.
This piece is in and it looks really good. I think the way we installed it is going to last this time. Gotta cut those last two pieces out that kind of fill out the rest of our floor with the exception of these two corners. You got that one figured out, babe?
Well, kind of.
Looks good.
It's pretty close. This one's gonna be kind of weird because it flows into a smaller one. Get this piece cut off.
You got one more measurement to make?
Yep. I'm not sure how to do this.
You can just measure the distance right there and then the distance right there and then just mark it. Okay.
3?
Sure. Perfect.
Right.
Beautiful. Now that I notice I say it weird, I actually can't say it weird anymore.
Man.
There we go. Okay. Be a miracle if that piece fits in there, huh?
I think it's gonna fit.
Oh, so close.
Close.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
It does fit. Pretty good too, huh?
Nice.
Cool. Well, it's a little bit gappy, but that's not gonna matter. That is the plywood for the floor all down, we're ready to start putting on laminate flooring here.
Nice. Oh, it looks so clean already in here.
It's very awkward this very moment.
Well, it's holding here, huh, Bree?
Yeah, it is indeed. That's a good sign.
I'm 160 pounds of pure muscle over here on the bottles and appears to hold me, so that's good. That means it can hold something above it that's that much. At least this side can. That wall is getting tall.
Indeed.
Supposed to get some rain, so hopefully you won't have to mix it next time.
That would be so cool. My tiller has gotten smaller and smaller, and the little hand one is nice. I think slower, but it's nicer to the body, so.
These sections here, I think we'll just fill in. I don't need any there because that's just up against the house. And that one there has the doorway behind it. That'll make this easy to just fill those in. It makes me a little nervous as we climb this wall and put more layers on, but it's not gonna stop us.
No, this is an experiment. This is what we get to do, is just try this stuff out and let you know if it works. And that's the fun part of all this.
And tamping this, normally you feel if the wall underneath isn't very stable. It seems quite strong, which is a good thing.
I got a pocket full of dirt. That's what pockets are for, right? Dirt?
Yeah, fill them up.
I think it's done. Probably shouldn't do this.
We gotta do a stake on this one. Whoa! You almost left your leg behind.
These are the screws we got from the store, and they're silver, and we want them to be black, so we're gonna do the old poke them in a box and paint them trick that we learned from the sand rail. That'll do it. Let them dry for a little bit, and we can put them in. Should we get started then?
Yeah, let's do it. I think it's pretty straightforward. Same as the other floor, except this time we're gonna run screws.
Glue and screws.
That's right.
That looks kind of cool.
When we painted our screws, we only painted the short ones. It's because we figured, oh, we don't need the long ones. But it turns out we need the long ones for the top.
Because it has to go through the wood and the metal.
Yeah, but we don't have any of these painted yet. So I think we're just gonna screw this first one down, build off of the first one, and then we'll do the old, put a bunch of block on the back of it, get it to settle down, and then we'll come back through and put the longer screws in after they dry from paint.
Here?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, that looks so good. This is really cool. Okay, so 41 3/4. Now I just gotta cut this little section out.
Mm-hmm. Think it's gonna fit first try?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is. Put some glue in there.
You're shocked. Is that what happens when there's too much glue?
No. At least you got the right amount in there.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's the last piece. That's too much glue. If you were wondering what too much glue looked like, I'll bet that's it.
It's looking good in here, babe.
You and I are gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to mortar after the fact.
Good that if we get it thick enough, it becomes like a little support beam.
That one goes right in there. Oh, it sticks.
Nice.
And then we don't have to go much higher, and we are gonna be putting in some bottle design, so that'll be less weight.
It's like, what happened? It never fell out of the wall.
I know that people do bottle houses and it supports a roof and everything else that goes on top of it. So I think it's got a good likelihood of working. I love the look of these bottles on this wall.
Are you eating lunch or are you getting a snack? I'm gonna start drilling the holes and putting the screws in. Get this floor screwed down. It gets more and more fun to work in here every time we do something because it's just a cleaner environment to work in.
Plus it was like weird sticky insulation stuff all over, and
You always felt
It was-
itchy coming out of it because of all
Yeah.
the insulation we pulled out. We put the thinner stuff in.
super exciting. Here, give one to Dad.
Thanks, kiddo. Okay, here, put that one away. Good job.
Thanks for helping.
This is harder to do now because we can't scratch the floor. Oh, we gotta replace the floor. Hey, fits in our slots. That's installed, but it'll come out again, I'm sure. Should we go fold it down so it looks like inside?
Yeah.
Ooh. So this thing is still in some oil. But there we go. That's gonna be a nice ride back here. If you're cruising along. It's so fun in here.
Feels so much more cozy in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, getting that dirty floor cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting excited.
Well, that wraps up this week. The t-shirt design of the week is Breaking the Mold. If you'd like to get this on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, handbag, or many of our other products that we have over in our shop, as well as previous designs that we've done in past weeks, the link to that will be down in the description. If you've been with us, this is a design that we have done before, but we felt it was fitting for this week. On Wednesday, we released our Christmas single, 100 Degree Christmas. If you missed that, the link to that music video will be down in the description, and the song just hit iTunes, so if you'd like to pick it up there, the link to that will also be down in the description. I want to say how thankful we are for the wonderful reception of that song. You are so sweet. We are so happy that it's been so well received, and we look forward to doing music in the future. We really appreciate you being a part of our family, and we look forward to hanging out with you on Monday for that podcast. Bye!
Thank you.
We're getting started on the earthbag water wall. Water wall.
Help and clean up, kiddo.
Sweet.
Good job.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
We get to the last layer and all the bottles fall out of the wall.
Yeah, it's like those
Last
cartoons where it's like,
one.
oh, that'd be a bummer.
When we were tamping this down.